Let's go to the EC now. Go back to there, but I want to show you like 10 jumps. And we'll see if LaSalle in the final day of the like 10 on women's basketball on ESPN Plus. Dean gets the victory. A nice victory for Dean right there. But Green Bay looks like they're going Grambling over 11. Then you have Tarleton all over California Baptist 56-3, 32. USC starting to get all over Northern Iowa 59-41. So, and then we got that 9 Eastern games again, right? 9 Eastern, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific games. Or like 9 Eastern, Michigan State because it's playing in Indiana, and then which is Eastern time, and then you can't the same as Reed's Central time, so it's 8 Central. And then you have Florida, which is kind of like 8:40 Eastern officially. So let's go to the ACCs, back to ACCs, and then we'll go to the Barbasol Court. And then we'll probably start bringing some math conference USA. These typical state actually do. And then we'll start to bring in some the Big South Court. Start to bring in some other court, Big 12, Big 10, maybe SEC. And then we'll bring in some of the WAC in Big West. We'll bring in another WAC team in the Big One, and maybe a couple Big West team, and Big West, at least one Big West team. So we'll see. That goes.
Making sure the clock is correct. There's Jada. And she's saying go to the basket. Yes, go to the basket. Put pressure on this defense. Jamal's wants to get Nyla Harris into the game. You get somebody with a little more size that you can throw that ball up to. Because you're going to throw it to half court and then try to probably get 2 guards that are shallow cutting along with one another and not going to be able to get her in. Fisher sent her right back to the bench. Here comes Williams. She's been the star for Louisville tonight. Gets the shot off for the win. We're going to go to overtime.
Okay.
Anna Cone tying it up with a big-time 3. We'll be right back with overtime at Greensboro.
Let's talk about NC State.
No, it's good too. Let's go to the Horizon League on ESPN. Let's go to the Conference USA game.
count as a turnover. 19 now on the Lady Texters. A block for Yenis. Yenis spins to her left as she's clipped going up. She wanted to finish that one. Foul is called on Aaron, her fourth.
Got Aaron off her feet.
Coach Lucia is just oozing with confidence right now offensively, isn't she?
She's wheeling and dealing. The young post player for La Tech took the small fake to the right. Lucia went left.
Now this is great news down the stretch this year for New Mexico State with Yenis playing so well. It's also really good news for the future because Yenis is one of those players who does have eligibility left. And we've talked going back to her freshman year, she could be a star. She handled a couple of knee injuries, which has kind of hampered her career. And right now she's healthy. She's playing like it.
And we jinxed her a little bit. Just missed 2 free throws.
Morris speeds it again. She finishes right around Gowertz. Foul on Gowertz, +1 for the sophomore, Gianna Morris.
That was a great take by Morris. You have to respect her jumper. Gowertz was off balance.
And Gowertz has about 4 or 5 inches on Morris. Big-time length. We've seen Maddie block a lot of shots this year. Morris with quite the finish. She's an 80% free throw shooter. Timeout called by Brooke Storr of La Tech. This will turn into a media. La Tech's been here before within 6. They cut it to 6 a number of times in this half, but they've been unable to get any closer than this. Big possession for New Mexico State coming up. Aggies lead 61-55. 6:53 left for the fourth from the Pan Am.
So we got running a little bit of when that Green Bay in the quarter. I know these tries in the quarter, some of them were not super close, but come on. Oh, and Utah Valley just for a quick 1 second. Then we'll bring in the Young Christian Utah Valley. Then we'll bring in back to the senior.
Needing a little help. Cheney over the top. Great heads up move. And I think there's a foul. I wasn't quite sure.
But Earl is a tough one. She's a tough player. Senior leader of this team.
Blackham. Nelson is fouled.
That's 5 now on Abilene Christian, so Utah Valley in the bonus.
A lot of time to be in the bonus.
Yeah, it's 6 minutes to go in the quarter. So Utah Valley's put themselves in a good position here.
He was 6 minutes on sent Utah Valley in the bonus already, so Let's go to the center working. Number 6 Lilo. CZ Lilo. Opponent number 14 CZ
Basket
Clemson.
didn't get it to her. Shot clock now at 6. Queen, have to pull the trigger. Drives, puts it up. Tessa Miller, it will rescue it. Great effort by Roberts, but she couldn't get the steal. Inside 2 minutes. Moore goes around Cochran. Oh, missed it. She went around them both, Pam. I don't think she expected to be that wide open. You can see how gassed Mia Moore is right now, but she got around them both. A little bit of a miscommunication, but just could not finish. And then the foul. Yes, I think everybody in the building did the same thing right there. Hands on top of the head. Mia Moore, missed opportunity. Then she committed the foul that sends Williams back to the line. Look, Louisville's a team 13th in the league in free throw shooting percentage at just over 71%. It's hurting them here this evening. Williams gets 1 out of 2 on that trip, and Williams herself just 61% on the season on the charity stripe. 2-point lead. Back to McQueen. Shot clock winding down, and Loyal McQueen missed another layup. To the rim a lot tonight. And a good job by Arenas of continuing to play that scouting report. She's keeping her to her right, making her finish going to the right. Arenas missed 11 of her 15 shots. Cochran really won the ball. Instead, Williams plows in, and that is Jaleel Williams' 5th foul. Yeah, missed an opportunity to give Cochran the ball and a dunk in. And then Clemson just loading up defensively. Great take by Raven Thompson in perfect position. And Jaleel Williams, who's been so big for Louisville tonight.
This one. Okay, so get rid of the red for game. Or the red for game. Green Bay game. This Green Bay has a good shot to win. Yeah. I'm gonna text the guy YouTube. Now you're just bringing a big West victory. Let's bring in Renna Davis. Renna Davis is more likely for those two teams to be in the NCAA tournament as the or the WNT is like the conference tournament loser, or the WNIT. It seems actually around the volume of that for the conference for the they could they could be the 1 seed, they could be the 2 seed with the NIT conference, or they could be the 3 seed with 1 seed versus 2 seed.
Use this as a timeout right here. Draw up a play. I like what Sean Poppy did the last possession. So what's been happening for Loyal McQueen is the first screen. Louisville is the only team to beat Duke at Cameron this year. Duke is the next opponent for the winner. Clemson lost to Duke in the regular season. What a game this has been. 11 ties and now 12 lead changes. Oh, that's your three-point specialist. Tied it up late in regulation with about 5 seconds to go after hitting a three about a minute before that. We are finished here. We will go over to folks in our studio set. Nothing but net. Ivory, their shooting motion. I think Grambling just wants to get on with it at this point. It's been a long day for these folks. Our first game was at 11 a.m. local time. I think Green should be on Kate today. All right, here we go. They got it straightened out. 35 seconds left to go. 27 on the shot clock. Louisville and Clemson faithful, respectfully, most of them on their feet. Thompson coming towards the ball. The Queen simply fell down. Good denial by McKinley Randolph. She's giving him some really good minutes. Clock at 5. Queen, Thompson for the three, way short, but it's saved in by Cone. And there was a shot clock violation with 4.7 seconds left. And Cone committed a foul before the shot clock went off.
I mean, that was great defense. As you see Mia Moore, who's fouled out on the sideline. Great defense. The initial denial by McKinley Randolph when Raven Thompson was flashing to the high post, it disrupted the timing. It forced them to take more time off the clock, got them out of rhythm. And she's been really big for Louisville, not just offensively, and you'll see that in the numbers, but her defensive presence.
Great experience. Freshman for Jeff Walls, getting a lot of playing time in a crucial game. So Roberts trying to salt this game away. One of the freshmen, Jada Curry, watches. Rena's on the bench. She's giving them some good minutes. Another freshman, Roberts gets a vote. 16 for Roberts. And Clemson, they needed a three with about this much time left.
Yeah, and I go back to do you foul, right? Does Jeff Walls foul? Again, I think in the past, for sure they do, right? But with this group and a young group, the timing of when you foul, how you foul, if you're going to switch, though, if you're going to switch everything, which is certainly what they would probably do, you've got to be up. You can't be deep. You can't be late. And Sean Poppy, very creative with the pin on the sideline after timeout situations, got a lot of options, and have capable three-point shooters.
In this overtime, living at the free throw line, they have hit 8 out of 10. We're going to take a quick break and then come back. Let's see what happens in the last 5 seconds of overtime.
Let's talk about NC State. Can we give them some respect? They're coming in with limited expectation, but they have slayed giants.
NC State's men's and women's team reached the final on the same day.
It's the most amazing thing in college basketball that I've ever.
Now let's go back to the WAC in Utah Valley. See if they can get a win over Abilene Christian.
go.
Utah Valley going to kind of a 4-guard alignment here. Play that 1-3-1 defense. Got to keep track of those shooters. We're in this trapping defense.
Davis. Oh! I don't know what.
Just a couple of seconds left by Randall. Even here's He's fouling on the second dribble. Again, that's the
foul is under review to correct the time. Make sure there was time prior to the end of the expiration.
inexperience. I mean, all of these end-of-game situations, things that you have to work on in practice. If you are a team that's going to foul in this situation, the timing of that, when you do it, you could have taken it there. You get a little bit deeper into the clock. You could have taken it there, right? You see, I think that's McKinley Randolph that gets in there.
That should be it.
Looking at that, pushing it.
Know exactly from my vantage point.
I'm in that one.
Threw that clear up the top.
I don't know how the pass even got to Mabry in the first place, but we're tied at 61. 2 minutes to go. Burrell. Troxel now over to Woodson. They try lobbing it inside, and up comes Mabry. And I feel like Mabry jumped up and grabbed the ball with both hands, but she maybe kind of came up over the top.
Yeah, that's a tough call. Maybe it looked like she was in pretty good help side position right there. Came up in an attempt to gather the basketball and then puts the official in a spot where they've got to call something. Well, that's how the officials feel that there's something has to happen, I guess, if players go to the floor.
Free throw, no good for Mays. Her first attempt of the game. She will get more. Second one up, and it rattles just about every way of in you can imagine and comes out.
Utah Valley going to call a quick timeout here. I think they're going to advance the basketball. But right there, that basketball was all the way down. I mean,
could not believe that.
And it came all the way back out. It was very interesting shot. Now we're going to they're going to take a full timeout now. And we're still going to stay here. So the opening round of the WAC Vegas tournament, you see that here, will be March 11th at Burns Arena. That's in St. George. That's where the 8-9 game will take place. And then the quarterfinals will be in the Orleans Arena, followed by the semifinals in the Orleans Arena. And then the championship on Saturday, the 15th, again at Orleans Arena. It's an extremely fun tournament. So if you don't have anything going next week, get on down to Las Vegas. Anytime tournaments in college basketball are so much fun. League tournaments, and then of course the NCAA tournament. It's all so much fun because you get, the pep bands and everybody's traveling and everyone's excited, and you see the traveling entourages of fans from all the schools. It's a lot of fun.
You see virtually the best of the best effort from every team. A lot of these kids, it's their last hurrah. It's their last go at it. Yep. So I love the competitive nature of it. It is an absolute blast. But back to where we are now, 61-61, Utah Valley.
Little man-to-man token pressure by Abilene.
Nelson finds Talia White, fakes the three.
right into the lane, comes up short. I like the shot selection. It just didn't fall.
Yeah, that was an outstanding play call right there, and good execution by Utah Valley. Just didn't get the shot to go down.
Mays is fouled. She'll head to the free throw line.
Well, right there, you don't want to give up that layup, so foul, not the worst thing that can happen for Utah Valley right now.
No, definitely not. Especially when, Mays just missed her first 2 attempts at a free throw line. So, time to gamble. First one, no good.
Yeah, Utah Valley has got to box out.
She makes the second, a 1-point lead for ECU. 1:17 to go.
Utah Valley's got to get a good look here, whether it's Nelson down low or Talia White or a three-point look from Barcelo.
Skip to Talia White. Talia, nowhere to go. Tough pass, gets it to Criddle. 1 on the shot clock, she floats it up. No good. Nelson comes up with the board, but she is called for the over the back.
And an outstanding box out right there by who else but Bella Earl. She has played an outstanding basketball game.
First free throw up and rattles home for Earl. 21 points for Earl, 11 rebounds and 4 assists.
Yeah, she's just kind of been everywhere doing everything, and she's undersized for where she plays with this basketball team, and it's really impressive the things she gets done.
45 seconds left. Utah Valley will call timeout.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Utah Valley will probably advance the basketball here. Take a little bit less time to get it up into the front court and then run whatever it is that Coach Nielsen is going to draw up. I think that he's probably going to try to draw something up and get a good look for Amanda Barcelo would be my guess. And with the secondary coming off of that might get a look for Talia White or inside to Nelson, something going to the hoop.
Talia White's the inbound. Barcelo back to Criddle. Criddle picks up her dribble. White takes it all herself, and she will head to the free throw line. A chance to trim it to 1.
And again, it looked like a pretty good block up top, but an awful lot of action on the body. And so right now with 30.2, basically the shot clock will be off after this set of free throws here from White.
First free throw is no good. Second one is up and good. Timeout by ECU. It is a 2-point game. Possession to the Wildcats.
They're going to take a full timeout here to talk about it because they have got to have outstanding ball security in this situation. And so for Utah Valley, you're trying to pressure without fouling and come up with a steal here for at least the first few seconds of the shot clock. Well, the shot clock is pretty much off. It's 30.2 seconds. So, but in the first few seconds of the possession, you're going to go for a steal. And then if you commit a foul while going after that steal, that's fine. But you've got to go for the steal and then foul, but you don't want to let too much time get off the clock before committing a foul. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of pressure Utah Valley puts on the basketball when it comes in.
Yeah, Utah Valley's really the best in the conference when it comes to trapping and forcing turnovers, and it's not even necessarily trapping. It's you know that the trap's going to come, and then there's probably going to be some kind of long lob pass. Someone has got to jump that passing lane. It's going to be a gamble, but you have to get a hand on the ball. Otherwise, it's game over.
And Coach Nielsen comes out with 5 guards, bringing in his quickest group.
Okay, so we have here some more scores update here. In the world of basketball, we'll talk about them and then we'll end this part for right now. So we have Abilene Christian and Utah Valley 65-62. New Mexico State 82-75 over Louisiana Tech. 53-44 Radford over Gardner-Webb. Florida 41-40 over Alabama. Number 19 Alabama. 32-25 Iowa over number 24 Michigan State. Texas Tech over Utah 31-23. 38-31 Cal State Northridge over at home leading UC Irvine. Southern Utah at home. Only down 6. Or Southern Utah on the road, only up 6 at CLU. Grand Canyon trying to be a 16-0 undefeated WAC champion. They have they're up 40-22 on Utah Tech. At Utah Tech, UC Irvine and home against Davis. A 25-all dead even game. UC San Diego up 42-26 on Long Beach State at halftime. Yeah, Houston and Utah 34-28. Yeah, everyone just tipping off. I'm gonna tip off any man here. On ESPN Plus. That is Top Play at Cal State Fullerton at 7 Mount Pacific. And that 7 Hawaii time, Cal State Bakersfield at Hawaii. So and then we have let's talk about some other scores from earlier today I didn't mention. Purdue 4 Wayne defeated Wright State 64-50, 50-51 Bradley over Southern, Emergency State 88-60 over Evansville, Belmont 90-60 over Indiana State, 68-54 UNC over Hampton, 75-54 Charleston over Campbell, 49-43 Northeastern Ian, 82-56 Monmouth over Townsend, 77-52 North Carolina over William and Mary. Then Quinnipiac defeated Mountain St. Mary's 64-60, Merrimack 55-47 over Marist, 61-50 Cigar over Manhattan, 62-49 Fairfield over Siena, Western Kentucky 83-40 over Florida National, 61-42 Liberty over Middle Tennessee, 60-45 Dane over LaSalle. Louisville beats Clemson overtime 70-68, so Louisville survives Clemson. 72-47 Missouri State over Illinois State in a good battle of top Missouri Valley Conference teams, but Missouri State at home, it was really that third quarter. Otherwise, I mean, it was just a 3-point win in the first for Missouri State, 5 in the second, and 6 in the fourth. Not really big amounts leads, just over the course of that game. No, it starts to get you. If you get 6 each quarter, that's 24 points. You're down, so. And then Green Bay defeated Oakland 84-55, so Green Bay. So top 4 seeds, all the hosts from the quarters, make it to the semis in Indianapolis, Indiana. So Green Bay's going to take on Robert Morris. And then Purdue Fort Wayne is going to take on Cleveland State. We have UIC defeat Southern Iowa 76-57. Tarleton State blows out Country up to 75-44. It looks like Abilene Christian is going to defeat Utah Valley